the rim width you pick for your car is going to affect the way it handles and rides. So my buddy Bad Investment Builds, he is doing a race Honda Accord, and he is putting a 315/35 R18 on it on an 11.5-inch rim. By the way, now that I look at your logo, dude, it kind of looks like the Venture Brothers butterfly. I don't know if that was intentional. But anyway, me being a tire engineer, the first thing that I looked at is that he is putting this tire on an 11.5-inch wide rim. And I know that the ETRTO defined rim widths, which, yes, by the way, there are defined rim widths you are supposed to be able to use with a tire. They say that a 10.5, an 11, and an 11.5 are acceptable use here. So he's going for a wider rim. I wonder why he's doing that. And that's because the tire performance changes depending on the rim you use with it. So now for a visual example. I have here C alpha versus FZ. C alpha is the cornering stiffness. It is the slope of the linear portion of the force versus slip graph. Basically, what it means is you are going to have a sportier feeling tire because it's going to generate more force with less turn. And it is often shown against FZ, which is the vertical force the tire sees. Now, if I have a C alpha versus FZ graph and I have an 11.5 and an 11 on the same tire, I'm probably going to see something like this, where the 11.5 has a higher cornering stiffness for a given vertical load. And yes, this is common because the rim width is going to affect the way that the tension in the sidewall interacts with the belt package. However, there are caveats here, right? And here I have the Fy versus slip. Fy being the lateral force and slip being slip. Go back and watch some of my past videos, man. I can't re-explain slip every time. And in this one, I have a line here and it goes up and then it comes down and oh, that's the 11.5-inch rim. And in this one, I have a line and it kind of goes up more slowly, but then it peaks higher and oh, that's the 11-inch rim. And the point I'm making here isn't that a less wide rim is going to give you more ultimate grip, because that is not true. What I'm pointing out here is that what the rim width is affecting is largely the cornering stiffness. And we can see in this case, even though with this example, the 11-inch rim maybe has more ultimate grip, it does not have as high of a cornering stiffness because this linear portion down here has a lower slope. And so all this does that really drives home is that the rim width that you use with your tire is a tunable. You should go out and you should look at what the acceptable rim widths are for the tire you're considering, or vice versa. If your car can only handle like a 9 or a 10-inch wide rim, then you should go back and look at what tire sizes you can accommodate. And if you want something that has a higher cornering stiffness because you want a snappier turn-in, then you need to go with less width on the section width, because that's going to change your belt package width. Alternatively, if you want something to ride better, you should go with a lower rim width, because that is going to allow the sidewall more flex instead of being stretched like it is on the wider one.